I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame with your boy TP. Today, we are courtroom hopping into the courtroom of Judge Victoria Shackleford for a proceeding that should not have even ever happened. We have once again a popular sovereign citizen back in court days after he was already in court, arrested, arraigned, was given specific instructions, and here we are. I don't want to talk too much about it. I shared his first proceeding just yesterday. So, what I'm going to do, just in case you missed it, I'm going to add that one to this one. But I don't want to talk too much about what happened. I'm going to let you guys see that for yourself. So, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into these two proceedings.
Just stand right in front of that one.
Oh, looks like HP is in the waiting room too. So we'll bring him in. All right, good morning, sir. Give me one moment.
Good morning.
Highland Park. Oh, is that Officer Monroe? Hello, Highland Park. Okay, we're gonna wait. Your name, sir, for the record.
I'm up your Roman Sesticate Trust legal fiction corporate entity defendant. That's what you want. I am one of the sovereign people.
Yes. Okay. All right. So this is for Eric Joseph Martin. And officer, can you tell me the person that's standing before you, who they've been identified as far as your records?
Yes, Your Honor. This is Mr. Eric Martin.
Well,
Okay.
I object to that any presumption that I'm a legal fiction corporate entity. I am a living man whose name is spelled capital E lowercase RIC of the capital M lowercase ARTIN family, one of the living people living on the land, not the corporate entity defendant.
Okay, sir. All right, it's time to listen right now. Thank you and good morning. The court is calling case number 282-257-13-64001. The people of the state of Michigan versus Eric Joseph Martin. Appearances, please.
Jasmine Martin, P86378, appearing on behalf of Mr. Martin, Your Honor, who indicated that he wishes to represent himself, pro se.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Martin, this is an arraignment. And it's the court, never advises the individual to represent themselves, but you do have that right. You do have an attorney that's here that had an opportunity to speak with you. What's your position as it relates to this arraignment? So you'll need to know how to follow court procedure if you want to represent yourself.
I have a motion I want to make on the matter after the battle. Move to dismiss based on lack of probable cause. My sister just told a lie saying I put my hands on her. I told the cops, no, I did not. That is not fact sufficient for the belief, as the U.S. Supreme Court said, and if I remember right, it's Beck versus Ohio or Ohio versus Beck. It's a U.S. Supreme Court case. Defining probable cause is fact sufficient for the belief. There is no fact for the belief. There is no probable cause. I was arrested illegally. I want the cops charged also for arresting me illegally, which is assault.
Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin.
It's kidnapping.
No. What we're going to do, because I want to tell you this, you could challenge the complaint. You'll have a probable cause hearing, and you'll have an opportunity to confront your sister at the preliminary examination. If she's not being truthful and the court hears that, then your matter will be dismissed if the court doesn't find probable cause. And if the court does, then the matter will be bound over. But at this juncture, I'm just arraigning you, sir. And that's all I'm going to entertain today. I'm not entertaining any motions relative to dismissal. The probable cause has been established.
I object.
It's arraignment. You can object, and your objections are noted for the record, okay? But I'm just arraigning you. I'm just going to set a bond, and you'll challenge those matters at the next court hearing, okay?
But I have a right still to challenge it now because the officer filled out the complaint form He's lying
Yes.
by saying he believes I committed. He can't just go off her word and say, "Oh, I believe he committed a assault or whatever or a crime." He's committed perjury just by doing that. I shouldn't be arrested, let alone still be held here. That's what I'm saying. This is all illegal, violation of my due process rights. So, you shouldn't just be referring to a future date, whatever. Yes, we know that's true, but I'm saying as of right now, though, the issue is still ripe now to decide. It was no probable cause. I shouldn't have been
Okay,
arrested.
well,
I should be here now. The charge is dismissed. There is no evidence here.
talk
And
over me, Mr. Martin.
my
Mr.
sister
Martin,
has been caught lying before on video, which in another case was dismissed in my favor for her same lying self, and she was on video caught lying. This is why the judge dismissed her.
that's
So she
enough.
really has no credibility.
Listen to the court right now. You'll have a chance to take care of those matters later. You'll address all those issues. The court is not trying to be rude. I'm going to arraign you. So I'm going to tell you what you're charged with. It indicates in the complaint that on 6/12/2025 at 9074 Clifford in the city of Taylor, indicates in count 1 that there was an assault or an assault and battery upon Lisa K. Martin. Sir, that is a misdemeanor that carries 93 days and/or you could be fined $500. You also have in count 2 a charge of domestic violence. That is also a 93-day misdemeanor. It indicates that you did make an assault or an assault and battery upon Lisa K. Martin. Again, these are just allegations. They're charges which you have an opportunity to challenge. This is an arraignment. I am going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. And officer, do you have any information relative to Mr. Martin's background?
Man, they previously had a lot of domestics with each other. He does not have any ongoing cases at this time, though.
Okay, so Mr. Martin, I understand that you were living at that location, but the court's not going to permit you to return there. You're going to have to find another place to go while these charges are pending.
That's the house I live in. I don't lose my due process right. It violates my due process right. I can't live there because she makes up a lying allegation. I do not lose that right. That's my right.
You have a pretrial that's scheduled for June the 23rd. You have a pretrial scheduled for June 23rd at 9 o'clock. There is a no contact provision, and you cannot return to the Clifford location. And if you do, sir, that'll be a violation of your bond, and you will end up back before a judge in Taylor to address that. So thank you and have a great day.
Violating your oath of office, you'll be forfeiting your job. That's violating my constitutional right. I do not lose my right to be free just because someone tells a lie with no evidence. That's why I said this case is dismissed now. There is no evidence. There is no probable cause. You do not have the right to tell me I can't go here or go there or be at my only house that I have a right to be at, or leave this state and all the rest of the bull crap orders you judges like to just do traditionally. Like it's okay. It's violating people's human right. It's violating our constitutional due process. You judges are going to stop this with a class action lawsuit. I'm going to make you guys stop this habit that you're doing. So you might stop it now. Like I said, I'm not. It's not going. You're not going to get away. You're going to get away with violating my due process rights. Telling me I can't be at my house.
I'm done with this matter. Thank you, Mr. Martin.
House to go to anyways.
Okay, I'm done.
What is her name? Correct. What is her name?
Okay. Have a good day, Mr. Martin, sir. Take care. All right, we're done. Thank you, officer. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Next we have Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin, sir, are you ready to be arraigned? Can you come up here, please?
This is Mr. Martin. All right, this is 251756, the People versus Eric Martin. Mr. Martin, can you tell me your first and last name?
No, really don't want to give no name, so it's not fraudulent presumed on something else.
All right, well, I recognize you. You're Eric Martin. Sir, you've been brought to court on some charges here. Count 1 and count 2. The warrant alleges on June 12th of 2025 at property located at 9074 Clifford in the city of Taylor, a foreign complaint in this court was filed against you stating that on that date and location, the defendant, that's you, contrary to law, 1, did make an assault or an assault and battery upon the following person, Lisa K. Martin, contrary to MCL 750.81, parent 1. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and up to $500 fine. He's already been arraigned. Yeah, he's just. Oh, so you know the original charges against you. And part of those charges against you, let's see. You could not have any contact with the complaining witness, Lisa K. Martin. You could not go to the address at 9074 Clifford. And you could not have any contact through the phone. You couldn't go in person. You couldn't go to the residence, period. And there's an allegation. I've got a report. You were arraigned on these allegations. It looks like on the 14th out county by Judge Burton. And then I have a police report that alleges on June 16th, officers were dispatched to that location. And there are allegations that you entered the residence through the back door and were actually in the home at time of arrest for violating your bond conditions. Those are the allegations against you.
Well, I move to dismiss the charges because the alleged bond conditions supposedly against me, which is really not against me anyways. Legal fiction, corporate entity, defendant, which does not mean I'm a living man. But anyways, besides that issue, the bond conditions violate my right to be presumed innocent before guilty. Because I am presumed innocent before guilty, any bond conditions violate my right. Because if I'm innocent, then I cannot be told you can't do this, you can't do that.
So, Mr. Martin, are you entering a guilty or not guilty plea on that violation?
First of all, I'm not a defendant, so I'm not here to enter a plea. How can I enter a plea? I'm not the one charged.
Okay, then I'm going to say you're standing mute. It's my understanding you've refused to meet with counsel. You don't want an attorney. So I'm entering a not guilty plea on your behalf.
So, okay, well, so have you made the legal determination that I'm not guilty?
No, sir. I'm doing it based on your arraignment. You understand the allegation against you. Do you? I just told you what it is. The allegation is you violated a condition of your bond on an assault and battery domestic violence case by returning to the address after being ordered you could not return to the address.
Well, like I said, I moved to like I said, bond conditions violate the right to be presumed innocent anyway, so that's no true bond condition violation is legit anyways. And there's no probable cause of this case. I shouldn't have been arrested illegally anyways because there is no evidence. My sister lied. Her allegations are a total lie.
All right, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you, sir. You understand what the allegation is? You were just arraigned on it 2 days before picking up this, the original charge 2 days before picking up this violation. Mr. Martin, this is, I hear you. This is standard for you. And I honestly, you won't listen to court orders. You think they don't apply to you. You continue to go back to a residence you've been advised not to go to. You have a $25,000 cash or surety bond with a GPS tether.
Well, first of all, I don't have a choice. I have another house to go to for one. Besides, it's violating my rights.
Well, now you do. Now you do, Mr. Morton. You've got another house to go to now. It's
Yeah, well, guess what?
jail.
You
We'll
guys
see you
are
at your
violating
next
my
court date. All right, thank you, officer. We'll see you next time, Mr. Martin.
Okay, goodbye, Mr. Martin. Okay, goodbye. Have a seat, Eric.
Well, guys, we have come to the end of both of these proceedings. I'm not going to do any commentary on that first one because I already did it yesterday, and it's not even a whole lot to say about either one. We see Eric Martin up to his old tricks again, same sovereign citizen lingo, gets into it with his sister. For whatever reason, he does not follow the bond conditions, and here we are. He was told specifically by Magistrate Burton what to do and what not to do, and he totally disobeyed that. And just like Judge Shackelford said, why? Because he doesn't really believe that it applies to him anyway. And also, he says it's because he has no place to go, which we see Judge Shackelford responds, "You do now," and that is in prison. Will he make bond again? Who knows? Will he make bond and go back to the house? Who knows? But like I said, I haven't covered this guy as many times as he's been in court. I've had the opportunity to. I've had some of the videos, but I just didn't really feel led to share all of those proceedings. This is probably my third and fourth one with Eric Martin, but I mean, clearly it's, obviously it's something going on with this guy, but for him to constantly be back and forth in court and jail like this, spewing the same stuff, it's kind of amazing. But I will follow up in this particular case since, I started out, with that last proceeding in this one. I will follow it through, God willing, Lord willing. But with that being said, guys, comment down in the comment section, give your thoughts. I don't really have a whole lot to say on it. But hopefully he if he gets out, he does the right thing and just stays away from the house. But he already told Judge Shackelford, I have nowhere else to go. So more than likely, he'll be right back there at the house and probably more than likely back before another judge, maybe even before his next court date. But with that being said, guys, this is Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. I always appreciate you guys for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of those good things. And without, if there's nothing else, which I don't think there is, this is Sovereign Citizens Court, guys. And for now, Sovereign Citizens Court is adjourned. Thank you, guys. Talk to you guys soon, and God bless.